that I get all the way through this and we have not recorded it. Cool. So welcome. Thank you so much for doing this morning. So I know you're a very busy mum. But basically, I'll just intro you like really briefly before you start talking about yourself. So Emma's been with State of Performance. I was just looking at when your induction form was done, and it's like nearly 2 years. It'll be 2 years in June. So nearly spot on 2 years that you've been here and in program. And I reached out to Emma because one, her ongoing consistency with the program and having the best mindset towards it as well. And I think when I review and have a look at who's come through State of Performance, it's those that have come in with a really good mindset to begin with. And I was looking, and on that note too, looking at your induction form, at the question that I asked you, what would you like to gain from working with me, and what are your goals? And you said goals are to make sure I'm fueling properly for my lifestyle and having a personalized weights program to have a physique match my strong mental strength, which is really, really cool. And that kind of just set the tone for your journey here. So I'll just start off with getting you to walk me through what your current lifestyle's like, who you are. We'll start there, and we'll carry on.
Yeah, so obviously I'm a bloody busy mum. I sort of semi co-manage a farm with my husband. I'm up at 5:15 in the mornings, just having a bit of me time before I start the hustle and bustle of getting the kids sorted, drop the kids off at around 7 o'clock. Sometimes I do my workout before that, sometimes after, but yeah, it's pretty much just work, work, work for the rest of the day, but I make sure I squeeze those workouts in.
Yeah, perfect. You always have. Yeah, and that's awesome. I think that's a big testament to helping to also support your work that you're doing day to day
Yeah,
as well, and giving you that energy, which has been really cool to see.
yeah.
And so what would you say your health looked like prior to joining, and how
So,
your day to
yeah.
day?
So prior to joining you, I was, quite focused on looking a certain way and thinking I was doing the right things. When we first moved into this house, it's absolutely gigantic. I was trying to keep it clean every day. I was doing like 30,000 steps just to do the house and keep my mind busy. And I just sort of had a bit of a burnout, and I wasn't eating, and I was actually celebrating that, like losing the weight, but my body did not look good. So I lost lots of weight and I was keeping busy, but I just felt like shit.
Yeah,
And then I started working on the farm and I just felt even worse. And I was like, right, I know I'm going to be consistent with working out and eating properly. I need someone that actually knows what they're doing to assist me in a program so I can just have that there and I know that that's sorted and covered. So initially, it was like, I need a program to look good. And now I'm just like, that is the last thing on my fucking mind. And I just want women to not be focused on how they look. Like, I think the more you focus on how you look, you have this goal that I feel like you're never going to reach, because you'll get to a certain point and you just want to look better and better. I think you need to celebrate your strength and what you learn on that journey. Like, yeah.
yeah, and it's where
Yeah.
your body becomes that byproduct. And on that note,
Yes.
let me just share my screen, because this is the cool part when sorry, now I need to be a bit more technology savvy. I've got my
We're
other
struggling
screen
this morning.
aside. Where do I go? Window. Oh yeah. Okay, sweet. We'll go this one. Share. We can see that. Can you see my screen share?
I
My
can.
share screen. Perfect. So this is, I think, the result of your mindset and what you've just mentioned. It's putting in practice things that are going to build you up, bring you energy, get you through day to day,
Yeah.
and then your body reaches that homeostasis point and it goes, cool, we're getting all the things we need, like let's evolve, because we are tackling all the things that we need to and getting all that energy in. Sorry, let me just unshare and reshare another one.
Yeah, when I look at that before photo, I just, like, I would never ever change that. I'd never change any of my pre-now physiques, because for me it's not about that, and it's
Yeah.
seeing what I was like as a person at that time with that body. And no wonder, I'm obviously holding inflammation. I've got bugger all muscle tone, really. And I just looked absolutely miserable.
Your
But
muscle,
here was me celebrating the losing the scales of vacuuming the house for 2 hours every morning.
your
uh,
muscle density is honestly phenomenal. Let me just show the other one window, because that has been like the key driver in terms of, like we're saying before, energy, and just being functional day to day. But
yeah,
it really goes to show how much intensity as well you put into your workouts, and this has come from eating a lot as
a
well.
lot. Yeah, lots. Probably
It's
more than what you put me on.
yeah, well, that's it. That's it too. And it comes down, it becomes a bit more simple than actually what people realize. Like, a lot of women are stuck in this mindset of trying to restrict those portions, and they get overwhelmed as soon as we go over. But actually, this has come from eating in surplus, and with the majority of your intake coming from macros that have actually supported growth in the first place, to then enhance
Yeah.
it and give your body that energy. Okay, let me stop sharing this one
Not
here.
being scared of that either, like I used to freak out. God, the pressure I put on myself when I seen the scales go up. And now I honestly hate the scales going down.
I'm like, what is this telling me?
I freaked out a couple of weeks ago. I'm like, no, I need to be buff. I need to be big. And I think as a child growing up, my family, they've all got a lot of issues. They don't look after themselves. And I think that's what's driving me more to make sure that I am in a position where I'm not complaining about things that could be avoided. But, like comments that I had growing up, I always thought I was huge, and that was a reflection of their stuff. So I always tried to make myself smaller in so many ways. And the body dysmorphia from my large body. Now I'm like, I don't want to be any smaller. I want to be big. I want to be buff. I was working out the other day and I had the skin coming over my workout tights, and I'm like, yes. And seeing other people like acknowledge that that's how normal bodies look just makes it so much easier. I don't ever want to struggle with trying to look a certain way. It's just so exhausting.
Yeah, awesome. No, I love that. I think that comes from too, like, the amount of work and effort and love that you put into your body to then,
Yeah.
like, you can associate the scale number with that.
Mhm.
So when you see like a decrease, and maybe that, not that either or is bad, but like it's a reflection, and you've now put a good positive correlation with what that scale number is, and what it's telling you as well, which is
Yeah.
really, really cool. And so did you try anything else? Obviously, like before, you mentioned that you were just
Yeah,
trying
so I
yeah.
sort of, like probably 18 years ago, I was a little bit of an alcoholic, eating very badly things for breakfast, not looking after myself, not respecting myself. And initially at that stage, I sort of stopped drinking and started walking. So I've slightly been on this movement journey. And then I looked after my nana who was dying of motor neurons. And I was like, you know what? I don't ever want to have to go through this where I feel so weak and my muscles aren't, good and blah, blah, blah. And so I've always been trying to do something, but it was never the right thing. I mean, it was right because I was moving, but I didn't have a proper structure and a proper plan. So I never really seen results.
Yeah, yeah, cool. And again, like, a lot of stress compounding in there too, and it's really easy to almost just put ourselves out of mind,
Yeah.
when we've got
Yeah.
others that we're looking after too. And so, what was the moment you decided something had to change around that perspective?
Um, yeah, I'd say just putting myself first, to be honest, like having enough respect for myself that I am number one.
Yeah,
And if
yeah,
I'm not 100% or at least 90%, no one else in my, close vicinity is going to be benefiting from a shit mum and a grumpy mum, and and also probably not focusing on how I looked, just celebrating other strengths.
yeah, awesome.
um
Yeah,
I feel like I'm very strong mentally and I've had to deal with a whole lot of stuff. So mindset obviously is like a key factor, and just not being a victim to your own shit, not making excuses. You know, you want something, you bloody work for it.
Yeah, and that's a hard one to come through too. So it's, and I, like I said, like your tone of voice from the outset of what you actually prioritize and what you wanted is like the key driver, because often like it's fine to have like body recomp goals, and you know, as long as we're associating that with like the positive outcome it's having for our
Yeah.
well-being. What is that change going to give to our life? Is it going to enhance it? And is that we're going to create a body that's going to be there for us, or are we creating something that, like you said, it's going to be weak and frail, and it catches up quickly?
Yeah, yeah, and my family are a perfect example of that, you know. And it's I'm like, oh, I don't want to make excuses. You know, if you're not willing to put the work in, or just actually look after yourself. We've got one body. We need to look after ourselves. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I could have fallen victim to in the way of mindset, but I'm like turning it around and using it for a positive.
Yeah, perfect. That's awesome. Did you ever think I don't have time for this?
No, absolutely not. You always have time. You just make time. It's a priority, right?
Yeah,
Like, and
yeah,
for me, I think too, I feel like my workouts are sort of like an energy supplement. Like you just do it. You do it because you know you're going to feel like shit if you don't. And it's about putting, you know, good days in the bank, but also not putting pressure on yourself when you miss something. I think half the problem is, you know, the mindset around that. So I think I probably did gain weight from being so stressed about things, and I'd eat something and be all stressed about it, and that probably made my body gain weight. Like there's such a connection between your mind and your body. So yeah, just no excuses really. Like
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, having that mindset, like when your body's actually tired and maybe when it needs rest, and then
Yeah.
being
Yeah.
like have that awareness, and yeah, like you said, not feel. A lot of time people come into program and it's like you can tell that they've been fed like the 8-week challenge kind of mindset.
Yeah.
Ready, set, go, have to do everything on the dot. But it's like gaining that awareness about how you can tackle that week, and make those adjustments, which you do amazingly well, which is awesome.
Or
Having the
not trying to
flexibility.
make 100 changes all at once too. Like that's
Yeah,
probably a bit of a failure for some people. They and then they just drop off the bandwagon because of one little thing, you know.
yeah, the all or nothing
Yeah.
mindset. Yeah, 100. And what does your training and nutrition actually look like if you were to have like a crazy week, or you know, things go off? Do you ever have those times?
Probably if I'd gone into the gym and got maybe 20 minutes into my workout and I go to call, you've got to go to work. And I'm like, ah.
But I've got the squats. Yeah.
And then it's not ticked off properly. And I'm like, that's a bit niggly, but yeah, we'll try better tomorrow. Like,
I
yeah.
mean, like you're in there getting it, at least half of it done. Like you
Oh,
got,
exactly.
and it's not, like I said, it's not about that perfection. You got in there, and it's having that mindset of like attempt for routine, and you're in there for your like mental well-being too, which is
Yeah.
really awesome.
And the kids do actually like joining me in the gym now, which is
Yeah.
cool. I just don't like them trying to do overhead presses with really heavy weights. I'm like, they'll fall on your head.
Determination.
Uh,
And how has being in program changed how you show up as a mum, on that note?
yeah, well, I just feel better. So if I feel better, then everyone else feels better.
Yeah,
And obviously eating properly to feel better. And yeah,
yeah,
I was probably just a grumpy, short, angry person. But I think now that I value myself and I look after myself, there's such a bigger connection with me and my kids, you know? I sort
yeah.
of sometimes go back to a little Emma that wasn't treated so nicely. And now I treat that little Emma nicely, and that reflects into the way I treat my children. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome. And having that awareness and being able to like make those connections. I mean, like we're all human. We're going to have days
Oh,
where
yeah.
we're angry and shitty, you know, like
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
pop up. And it's having that moment to be like, yeah, today was like a little bit, you know, not so much of a good day, but we've got this reflection component in, and we understand why, and we can make those connections. So
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
really cool. Awesome. And feeding that into your kids, like you just said, them being in the gym, seeing mum move and wanting to also be strong is pretty awesome. So well done.
Yeah, and they need to learn also, you know, with cross country and rugby and stuff coming up. I'm like, you need to work on your endurance. You
Yeah.
can't just go out there and expect to be good, you know, like
Yeah.
there's a bit
Yeah.
of background work that happens.
Yeah.
So they understand that too, so that's good.
Taking them out on, do you take them out on like mountain runs?
Yeah, it's
Like,
awesome.
yeah.
sometimes with like less fuel than desirable. There's a few times I've almost flaked out on a hill, but they're all right. That's just teaching them tough
Yeah.
mental, stamina. So, yeah.
Take the lolly snakes with you. Be like, come on.
I'm sure the hut's just around the corner. We're almost there. We're not almost there. Just keep going.
Okay, don't think about
Yeah.
it. Some mums feel guilty about prioritizing themselves. What would you say to that?
Well, absolutely not. Like, yeah, before I said you're number one, like if you can't prioritize yourself, then yeah, you're not going to show up very well for your children. It's like a ladder effect, you should be on top of the ladder.
Yeah.
And they should be down there to a point. But yeah, if you're not looking after yourself, yeah, you're pretty useless, really,
Yeah.
to everyone else around you. So,
Yeah. And
and
like
you
you're
know
saying,
how good you feel when you eat well and you look after yourself. You just feel like such a better person. You're more confident and yeah, you show up well for them and yeah.
yeah. And like you were saying before, I think there's a certain generation like above us that had certain ideas that they were given and that gets passed down. And it's about like it sounds like you've really done well to start changing that narrative to the next generation, which is so,
Yeah,
so cool.
just
Awesome.
breaking more and more generational traumas.
Especially for your boys too. Like
Yeah.
obviously boys, but being able to have that mindset about like what strong femininity is all part of it.
Yes.
So that's really,
Yeah.
really cool. Awesome.
Yeah, and some of the comments that my kids have made to me, like regarding my physique, sometimes I'm like, yeah, that's awesome,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
yeah, girls can have muscles.
Yeah. Get yourself a wife with muscle. Awesome. And what would you say to someone who has every excuse in the book right now?
Just don't be a victim to your shit, really. That's a bit harsh, but yeah, kind of. Yeah, you create that own victim mentality in your own mind. So just rise above that, and yeah.
Yeah. Having
I used to make all the excuses. I understand now. I don't have time for that. So
yeah.
yeah, a bit brutal, but it is what it is. You actually do. You create that barrier yourself. Um, yeah, and maybe just rearrange your why. Sometimes our why to why we're doing this can be for the wrong things, and that actually stops us putting in 100%. I think sometimes.
For sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
like you said, like from the outset with the mindset about, how our bodies want to function, and then letting that be the byproduct after is always the
yeah.
greatest because a lot of people are wanting that quick, especially now. And I see it a lot as a coach too, like even
Oh,
in
and
the
it's
last
really
year.
sad, really. Yeah,
Yeah, it's that quick dopamine, like whether it's an effect of like the quick social media reels that we get every single day. It's that like
yeah,
our brains are working at such a high like level of stimulus basically all the time, and anything that's going to give that quick dopamine response is always what we're chasing, and it's really
yeah,
hard. Like I'm victim to it. Like everybody is.
yeah. I
It.
think too. Like if you are suffering with that a little bit, that comparison, just change up also what like who you're following on social media. If you're finding that it's becoming really uncomfortable, or you are sickeningly comparing yourself, just delete people and realize too that that's just a highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly. I
And
think
there is
everyone.
that woman you suggested to follow as well. She's really good.
Which one was that I
Oh, I can't remember her name now, but she just shows just how a real body
oh,
looks
yes,
doing
yes,
things. Yeah.
yes. I remember his name, Reva Fitness, I think.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's so true, and I think we're in an awareness stage where most of us can have that awareness to be like, I know what is affecting me and what isn't, and it's just
Yeah.
having really
Yeah.
instead of saying social media is impacting my mental health. Cool, change it. Like, what are the action
Yeah.
points we can
Definitely.
input to
Yeah.
change that? And it's the same with anything that we're doing. Is awareness. Cool. That they're like, why is this affecting me negatively right now? What's the root cause behind it? Like, how can we change? And it's not easy, but it's like it's just that starting point to like making that next step afterwards. Awesome. Thank you so much for being on this morning.
Pleasure.
It's
I
been
have to
so
go out and work now. It's -4
yeah.
outside and it is
Oh my God.
freezing.
As I complain about me trying to get warm with my little heater and slippers on.
Yeah, you're lucky. I'm gonna have to put 5 pairs of socks on, but yes, it was cool. And I just really hope for everyone, women and men, that yeah, people just take away their focus on how they look and just realize that they're worth so much more than how their physique represents to other people. You know, it's quite a boring existence, really. Like, we've all been there and done it, but you're just worth so much more and you have so much more value than how you look.
Yeah.
And for a 5 second perv from someone, I'd rather be like being able to run up a mountain, you know?
Yeah,
That's more
exactly.
important to me.
100%. I think that is it. I think anytime, if you're having doubts about how your body's feeling on a certain day, I think it's always important to remember the people that are in your life and love
Yeah.
you like as you are. It sounds pretty cheesy, but it's so
Yeah.
true. It's like, who are we trying to impress? Am I more
Yeah.
concerned about how I live my life and what kind of energy I bring to my kids and what example I'm giving than, like the others that are around me that I have
Yeah,
no idea
yeah.
who
My
they
kids have loved me every size,
Yeah,
you know, and that's
exactly.
more important to me. So yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
and I
Cool.
feel more like a weapon now than ever before. So yeah,
Yeah.
age isn't a factor. None of that. Just
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
amongst it. Stop making fucking excuses.
Eat the food. Eat the proteins. Awesome. No, well, it's
Yeah.
been amazing to be part of your journey and see you grow and
Yes,
um,
and to you.
and yeah, I can't believe it's been nearly 2 years now.
I know.
But yeah, I think that's also a testament to like where you're at. Like it's a journey, like it's an
Yeah.
ongoing
Oh,
journey.
definitely. And
Yeah.
if I hadn't have signed up 2 years ago, I'd still be struggling and in the same position. So you shouldn't focus on trying to get something done real quick or having those quick changes. It's a long time commitment. So
Yeah, yeah. And I think like you were just saying, like the whole like the fuel around feeling a certain way is that ongoing, drive rather than checking in each week with, how's the body doing, the validation
yeah,
around it. It's like, cool, how am I feeling this week? And that there is that symptom and the what's the word, like the truth behind everything that you've been doing. So
yeah.
yeah, awesome, wicked. Love it. Thanks.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Dana. I better go check my animals now.
Can I just ask if Liv has or do you need to like scoot? I'll just see if like Liv has a question. I know Liv's just stuck
Oh
around.
yeah, sweet.
Liv, do you have any questions at all from that? Absolutely fine. If not, if you're just here to listen on in. But any questions from Emma's side?
Hey Emma, thanks for that. No, honestly, I don't. I just took it all in, and yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
Awesome.
awesome.
Thanks for
Thanks,
taking it in,
guys.
Liv.
But yeah, thank you for your words of wisdom, and just yeah, like it's definitely stuff that I need to hear as a mum of two little daughters. So it's
Yeah,
yeah, it's
especially
like
daughters too,
make no
and
excuse.
boys.
Yeah, make no excuses for myself, and
Yeah,
just sort my shit out. You know.
yeah. It's as simple as that, and it's a bit harsh, but yeah, you don't want to be
It's the
complaining
truth, though,
about something
right?
that's
Like
already
it's
down.
the yeah, for sure. It's the truth at the end of the day, you know.
Yeah,
You can make as many excuses as you want, but it's not really going to fix anything.
no, and you are number one.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah,
think we definitely do tend to forget about that sometimes and put ourselves
yeah,
on the back burner some days.
yeah.
But yeah,
You got this,
it's
girl.
yeah, not anymore.
Oh, awesome. This is it. This is
Thank you
awesome.
for that.
This is great. I remember
Pleasure.
about a year ago sort of saying like we need it would be really cool to start doing more calls and things like this because we don't have kids. So it's awesome to be able to have
Yeah,
others be there and support and kind of have that level of like understanding
yeah,
between one another. We just have a couple of fairy childs that are
yeah. You are parents. You've got Willow and Lola. I hope they didn't hear you saying that.
I feel like it's nothing compared to what's about to come the next year or so. No,
Nice.
we're learning too, so it's really, really cool. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Well, enjoy yourself. Keep the toes warm.
Yeah, will do.
And we'll touch base at chicken.
Awesome. Thanks, Dana.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Emma. Thank
Bye,
you.
Olivia. See
See
ya.
ya.